What is happening, everybody? Just gave them this little green flying thing I found by the light whenever I was smoking a cigarette. And they quickly killed it and dragged it into their nest. They don't really like the light a lot. They get pretty squeamish around it. But, you know, I can understand. Let's go ahead and see if we can zoom in here real quick a little bit. It's pretty awesome. I like these guys. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure if they're actually Formica, but they are the closest thing I can find to it. I just don't know which exact. I'm pretty sure they are Formica. I just don't know which subspecies they are. They look dusty all the time. It's just their hair. There's always some hanging on the ceiling and holding brood up. They do definitely like the water well. I think these ants prefer moist areas. They are always hogging that water well, even if I fill it up and overflow it. They'll move away for a minute and then they'll come right back. Look, that one's got like 20 babies in its mouth. Oh, just passed them off to another one. That's pretty cool. He's like, here, hold these. This one's like, alright. Here's our queen. She's just moving on through, probably just trying to avoid the light. That one I think is a newborn right there because it's really light colored. Sitting there helping out. Sorry, the plastic's not clean, you know, it's kind of hard to clean it in here. I'm going to eventually rotate it to a clean spot on the glass, or the side. But I just don't ever want to take a chance of hurting one of the ants or getting one of them stuck in between the substrate and the I don't know, plastic. I wanted to show you guys this, but I also wanted to show you guys a cool idea I have coming up. I've got, not Elsa or Anna, you know, this is my water that I keep in here because if you let water sit, chlorine will evaporate out of it, and it becomes more better for the critters. But I'm putting a piece of wood on each side of this. This is going to be for my carpenter ants. I got a bunch of stuff in there right now, but I'm going to be drilling a hole in the top and probably digging out some tunnels and stuff for them. That's going to be a fun project, but it'll obviously be a long time before I can do that.
Do you work tomorrow at it?
Yeah. Grub in. you get like a macro lens or whatever they call it. They're like, we got some babies to feed. I can't wait to get these guys into a bigger formicarium. I just want to let them get real good and populated first. I have a habit of moving creatures into a larger formicarium too early. Wow. That zoom. That zoom is real. It's funny how it's focused on like ones right here, but it won't focus on the ones in the back. What is that on your head? A piece of sand? Try to keep an eye out for those parasites, you know. You always hear about. What are these guys doing down here? They're hiding in the shadows. These guys aren't even bothered. They're eating, you know. They're like, whatever. There she is. Taking care of one of them big ones. Ah. I think you guys should let me know what kind of formicarium I should get for these guys. Any suggestions for when they get bigger? I mean, it won't be too long and they'll be outgrowing this. You could see they're already crowded in that corner quite a bit. And this side they don't usually utilize. Probably something that could stay pretty warm, but they do bring stuff over here to dry out. Like sometimes they'll let some food sit over there and then they'll hang it from the ceiling over here and they'll just sit there with it. There's one right there getting ready to pop. Probably be moving in a couple days. Alright. So yeah, this is my little area that my wife permits me to use. Got everything in here. Keep the light on during the day to keep them warm. And this usually stays shut so the heat kind of stays in there a little bit. And look, here's my cat.